Hey guys, what's going on? It's Rowan37 here, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a quick guide on showing you guys what the best fishing bait is for every situation in Hypixel Skyblock. Before we do get started on this video today, guys, please do consider leaving a like and subscribing. I work hard on these videos, it's free, and it helps more than you think. Another thing is recently I released a Discord server for this YouTube channel, and we've got a 5 million coin giveaway going on in the Discord server. This giveaway is going to end in 3 days, and there's not that many members in the Discord server right now, so the chance of you winning is very high. Alright, let's get started. The first two baits we should talk about are spiked bait and fish bait. These are the two baits that people generally choose when they're going fishing. They're both extremely cheap baits, with fish bait giving you a 30% faster catch time and a spiked bait giving you 6% extra sea creature chance. Choosing between these two baits has been one of the biggest debates in Hypixel Skyblock, and generally speaking, for the cheaper baits, people are usually on the fish bait side or the spiked bait side. And I'm quickly going to list off the pros and cons of both and which one you should end up choosing. Spiked bait gives an increased sea creature chance spawn rate, which means if you're purely going for sea creature chance, obviously spiked bait is going to be the best. Not even whale bait gives you sea creature chance, and so this is the only bait that'll give you a chance to get more sea creatures. This means if for whatever reason you really wanted 100% sea creature chance, you could use spiked bait to get closer to that number. The one con of using spiked bait is that there are a lot of enrichments, reforges, armors, and fishing rods that all give you sea creature chance, and it's actually possible to get 100% sea creature chance right now in the game, and if you have 100% sea creature chance, 6% extra is literally going to do nothing. Though this is ridiculous because if you have enough money to get 100% sea creature chance, you should just be using whale bait anyways, which we'll get onto later. Now, even though the two baits are actually very close together when it comes to getting XP, the best bait for getting XP is still fish bait. With fish bait, especially when it's raining, you will still be getting more sea creatures than you will be with the 6% extra sea creature chance with the spiked bait. This is because you're fishing so much faster that you will actually be getting more sea creatures. On top of that, with the more sea creatures and the faster fishing, you're more likely to get more money as well. And if you have a lot of money, the next best bait is going to be whale bait. This is the best bait for most situations, and there's really not much more that needs to be said. At face value, a lot of people may look at whale bait and be confused because it only gives you a 20% faster catch time, whereas fish bait gives you a 30% faster catch time, and it doesn't give any sea creature chance, whereas spiked bait does. The biggest benefit here is the 20% faster catch time, which is good, and then the higher chance to catch rare sea creatures. This is very, very important when you have a pretty decently high fishing level. The higher fishing level you are, the higher rarity sea creatures you can unlock and catch up, and with the whale bait, you'll have a much better chance of getting these sea creatures. Along with them giving you more XP, they also give you more drops. Just because of that perk alone, this is one of the best baits in the entire game, just for that. The 20% extra cast speed is also great, and there's a small chance you get double drops from stuff that you fish up that is not a sea creature. If you have the money, whale bait is better than both fish bait and spiked bait for XP. It's also better for money. But whereas fish bait goes for about 6,000 coins a stack, whale bait goes for about 100,000 coins a stack. So only do this if you're very rich. The other three baits we should talk about are right down here, in which we got carrot bait, ice bait, and spooky bait. And shark bait, excuse me. Carrot bait is a very unique bait because you have a small chance of fishing up a carrot king. Now, there are a select amount of people out there that seem to think that carrot bait gives you more XP than spiked bait or fishing bait, which is not true. Glad we cleared that up. Generally speaking though, I would never recommend using carrot bait. The next bait is ice bait. This bait gives you a 20% chance to catch winter sea creatures. There's a really simple way to use this bait. A lot of people, when they first see this bait, might think that it's the best bait for doing yeti fishing. And generally, they would be right. If you're going for yeti fishing, you're going to want to use this bait on any fishing rod except for the auger rod. If you have the auger rod, use whale bait because the auger rod gives you a good winter sea creature chance, and then you have the chance to catch better rarity mobs from the water. If you're doing yeti fishing, you should be using an auger rod anyways, so really this bait is useless if you have an auger rod, but can be used on other fishing rods if you want to do yeti fishing. Whale bait is still one of the best choices though. The next bait is going to be spooky bait, in which again, whale bait is generally a better choice than spooky bait. The 20% faster catch time and the chance to get a higher rarity sea creature gives you a really good chance to catch spooky sea creatures, and this makes spooky bait unfortunately basically useless because the whale bait does the same thing but better. If you're doing spooky fishing and you have the money, use whale bait, but if you don't have the money, spooky bait is extremely cheap and not a whole lot worse. The last bait is going to be shark bait. And once again, whale bait is the clear winner here. Shark bait is ridiculously cheap. I think it may even be the cheapest bait or very close to it. And it gives you a 15% chance to catch sharks during the fishing festival. And again, whale bait is going to end up being the better fishing bait here in this situation because the higher rarity chance gives you a better chance to catch up sharks than even the shark bait does. In conclusion, the 3 baits I recommend are going to go to the whale bait. I recommend this in every situation for the most part if you have the money. Ice bait can be pretty good if you're not using an auger rod. Spiked bait is super cheap and gives you a lot of sea creatures for what it is. And fish bait, if you're going for XP, and if you're low on money and can't afford whale bait, is going to be the second best bait to do so with. I understand this was kind of a weird niche video. I hope this did help a couple people out at least. There wasn't too many fishing bait guides on the internet, which might just be because nobody looks up fishing bait guides. But if you did find this video and you did enjoy this video, I would appreciate it if you left a like and considered subscribing. It helps out the channel a lot and I'd really appreciate it. Thanks guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.